Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. And here is our schedule for this afternoon. We are here in session B2, so I'll turn it over to our first presenter, Old Dominion University.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tashana Davis. I'm an admissions counselor here at Old Dominion University and a proud alum. So welcome to this presentation. ODU was founded in 1930 as the Norfolk campus of the college in William and Mary. In 1969, that's when we gained university status. So if you've ever been to Norfolk, Virginia, where ODU is at, you may have seen new buildings. We're in the process of building our new chemistry building that we're excited about. You may have seen the Newberry Arts Museum on campus in our arts district, or our new football stadium that we've recently upgraded right here in Norfolk. Also, if you aren't familiar with Norfolk, Norfolk is has the largest naval base in the United States, only about 10 minutes away from campus. So you may have seen or will see on campus military professionals on campus. And also our surrounding cities are typically or normally Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Newport News, Hampton, Suffolk. If you're familiar with those areas in the Hampton Roads area, along with we have different shipyards, businesses where a lot of our STEM-related students go and complete internships or externships and also get employment right here in the city of Norfolk. So a few quick facts about Old Dominion. We do have about 25,000 students that do include our freshman population. Also our undergraduate, of course, along with our graduate students, distance learning students, or students who may be taking classes at our distant learning centers, or just students who's taking classes around the world online. We have 7 academic colleges. Those colleges include the College of Health Sciences, the College of Business, the Strong College of Business, the College of Arts and Letters, the College of Sciences, along with the Honors College as well. So if students are interested in the Honors College, you're more than welcome to apply for that. Students typically begin to look for students with about a 3.6 GPA. 33, you may see on the right-hand side of your screen, represents the number of SHEV Faculty Award members here at Old Dominion University. SHEV is the State Council for Higher Education. It's the highest award you can receive as a professor at Old Dominion, and we're actually number 2 in the state. We're really proud of that. Which brings me to a 17-to-1 student-faculty ratio with the average class size of about 24 students. Now, like I said earlier in my presentation, I am an alum of ODU. I typically had no issues getting in contact with any professors, and now today they have things like Zoom and Skype, or they'll call you, email, different variations of how to get in contact with students to make sure that they're assisting you with your academic needs. We also have 98 undergraduate bachelor's degree programs. Some of those majors that typically we see a lot of interest in, of course, is our nursing program, which is highly competitive. There is a separate application for all of our health sciences fields that you may be interested in. Marine biology is another program that a lot of students come to ODU for as well. Along, like I said, our business programs, including real estate or finance, and our arts district, so whether you want to do theater, art, dance. Our engineering program, we have a full school of engineering, including aerospace, civil engineering, mechanical engineering. Our science is physics. So a lot of programs that students can choose from at ODU. ODU is diverse. We're known for our diversity. We have about 130 nationalities represented on campus, along with 300 student organizations. So organizations that could be based on your major, like our elite nursing club or our criminal justice reform club, or things based on your interests. So you may see like our gaming club or anime club, things of that sort on campus. We have about 30 fraternities and sororities, including multicultural. And of course, we have on-campus housing that's available for students. So students can choose either apartment style or suite style. Incoming freshman students are not required to stay on campus, but you are guaranteed a spot. So do keep that in mind as you're choosing housing. And then we have 17 dining locations. So we've done some surveys. A lot of people love the food on campus. We have all you care to eat buffets along with your major brands like Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, things like that you can choose from on campus. So just to get down to it, our freshman application, you can apply 2 ways. You can apply through the ODU app or the Common App. We have no preference, it's up to you. There is a $50 non-refundable application fee along with submitting your high school transcript. This year, due to COVID-19, we understand that students weren't able to take the SAT or may not have been able to. So we are test optional. Students can apply just using their high school transcript. We do not require that students submit letters of recommendations or essays. So pretty simple, straightforward application process. However, if you have taken the SAT or ACT in the past, you can self-report those scores to us. And if you do enroll into ODU, of course, we'll need the official score. 2 deadlines to keep in mind: December 1st, which is early action, non-binding, and also February 1st, which is regular decision. We do offer merit-based scholarships as well for students, up to $6,000 for out-of-state, for in-state, and up to $12,000 for out-of-state students. Again, my name is Tashana Davis. We do have open house coming October 16th and 17th. Feel free to use this information on the slide here to schedule some time to sit with us. Take care and have a great day.
Fantastic, thank you. And next up, we'll hear from Germanna Community College.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing? I hope everyone's well. My name is Carly Pappas. I am the college recruiter for Germanna Community College. We are located in Fredericksburg, Virginia. It's about halfway between DC and Richmond, so we're in a nice little area. We predominantly serve the communities of Caroline, Culpeper, Fredericksburg, King George, Madison, Orange, Spotsylvania, and Stafford, but we're also online, so you could be taking classes with us virtually anywhere in the world, especially in our given climate right now. Our physical campuses are closed to the public right now as our students and services are all being taught online. But I would like to discuss some opportunities for you guys. We do have college transfer opportunities. So at Germanna, you can complete your associate's degree, which is typically the first 2 years of your bachelor's. And we have this great thing called the guaranteed admissions agreements. So basically, we have an agreement with each 4-year, both public and private, here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. As long as you meet their criteria, their deadlines, and you graduate with your associate's degree from us, you have a guaranteed yes to move over to that institution and to complete your bachelor's degree with them. This is really nice. It streamlines your pathway over to that institution. It saves you a lot of time and money. We're also #1 in University of Mary Washington transfers. Their campus is about 15 minutes away from us, so we send tons and tons of students to them every single semester. And we do have a few opportunities for students to take class with both us and Mary Washington at the same time. So if eventually you want to attend Mary Washington, chat with our academic advisors and we can get you through that process. We're also about 1/3 of the cost of most Virginia 4-year public schools, and especially in our current situation, it's really important to save every penny and dime. We also have a financial aid office on campus, and if you have questions about how to fill out the FAFSA, scholarships, loans, grants, all that kind of stuff, they're more than happy to assist you and talk to you about all the wonders of financial aid. We have a brand new program called College Everywhere, and this is a 100% online accelerated degree option. So if you like online education, this is the program for you. And also, instead of taking about 2 years to complete the associate's degree, we're doing it in 1 full year. So it is very fast. It's jam-packed, but as long as you have the motivation and determination to get your classwork done, you'll do just fine. We're offering it in programs in business administration, college transfer, cybersecurity and IT, and then healthcare, which is our pre-BSN specialization. So if you're looking to apply to a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing program at a 4-year, at least here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, we give you the prerequisites in that program to apply. We also have our own standalone nursing program as well. If you're interested, I always suggest check out our website. Lastly, we offer career and professional training opportunities. We do have apprenticeship programs in things like HVAC, electrical, plumbing, asphalt technician, and even welding. Those are typically 2 to 4 years long, and it's a learn and earn program. So you will learn the skill and earn money at the same time while you're completing that program. We also do one-off credentials in different computer software programs, Microsoft Office Suite, CPR certification, and even phlebotomy. So if you want to learn how to take people's blood, you can do that here at Germanna. But how to get started at Germanna is to complete our online application at germanna.edu. It'll take you about 15 to 20 minutes to complete. We're just asking for personal information, highest level of education you've completed so far, and then the program that interests you most. If you have no idea or if you're interested in 10, just pick one. When you meet with our academic advisor, we can always narrow it down, and you can change your mind as many times as you want. We have no deadlines, there's no application fees, there's no minimum GPA requirements, we do not require test scores. So it's very straightforward. We're rolling admission. Typically after you complete the application within 48 hours, you get your acceptance letter from us. So to learn more a little bit about Germanna, I highly suggest going to germanna.edu, hit the Future Students page, and you can book some one-on-one time with me to talk a little bit more in depth about Germanna. But it was a pleasure, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Great, thank you. And next we'll hear from the University of Louisville.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me today. My name is Robin Komar and I am with the University of Louisville. I'm the DC Metro Regional Counselor, so my territory does cover Virginia. We are a public research school in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. It's about 2 minutes and then I will follow up with how to apply.
You walk in here and you don't know where you fit, but there are people from everywhere and everyone's looking. For friends, for fun, for their future. Jock, geek, troublemaker, nerd, blah, blah, blah. Forget your high school labels. Here, you'll live in a diverse world of individuals. The University of Louisville's student body is representative of the state, the country, the entire giant planet. Starting now, you get to define you. No, you've got the R all wrong. With more than 200 majors available, we definitely have your major. Before you graduate, you'll go to more than 1,200 classes. And you'll traverse a park-like campus cultivated with more than 220 years of history. There's also lots of opportunities for internships, co-ops, international study abroad, and research programs to layer your education. U of L is about much more than academics. Explore the things you love. Join a club, volunteer in the community, get active in student government, start a study group for one of your classes. The residence halls are a great place to bond with new friends. Almost everyone loves their first roommate. Almost. But don't roost in your room too long. We've got state-of-the-art workout facilities, a variety of intramural sports, and other fitness clubs that make it easy to stay active. Stop, that R is still not quite right. Back up. Rubbing the toe of the thinker during finals week will bring you good luck on your exams. On the other hand, don't step on the cardinal bird. It's bad luck. Very bad luck. You're leaving the nest to explore new boundaries, but don't be confined by the boundaries of campus. Louisville is a vibrant city full of culture, music, parks, sports, and great food. So get ready to settle in and learn how to throw what you know, because by the time that you leave the University of Louisville, you'll be ready to when you become an insider here, you're ready to make an impact out there.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching that. I wanted to give some insight into campus, and hopefully that did a good job kind of going over a little bit about our campus. So one thing I wanted to highlight is we do have a regional scholarship program for students that live in Northern Virginia. So it's an automatic $10,000 award. So if you live in Northern Virginia, you will get that automatically. It goes up to $16,000, and we are test optional this year. If you don't live in Northern Virginia, you're still eligible for our National Scholars Program. So you can see those award values there. And again, we're not requiring test scores this year. We're $38,000 total for everything, room, board, books, and tuition, and you get that automatic scholarship on top of it. So upon getting accepted into university, you'll either get the regional award or you'll get the National Scholar Award. We are rolling application. We are on the common application. It's $25 to apply. And so you will get a quick turnaround from us. It's about 2 to 3 week turnaround. So I encourage you guys to apply. It's a pretty straightforward application. And that is kind of it. So this is my contact information. If you have additional questions, please let me know, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Great. Do we have our Ursinus rep here? All right. Doesn't look like it. So for the moment, we will hop over to Maritime Academy. Go ahead, and then we'll see if they join us, and we'll try to squeeze them in.
Great. So hello, everyone. My name is Ashley Willis, and I'm the Associate Director of Freshman Admissions at Massachusetts Maritime Academy. And we can jump right in. So some quick facts about us. We are located in Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts, which is right along the Cape Cod Canal, about an hour directly south of Boston, or about 45 minutes from Providence, Rhode Island. We have about 1,700 undergraduate students and about an additional 100 graduate students, so 1,800 total. We are a state university of Massachusetts, as well as a state maritime academy, which essentially just means that we offer a more specialized set of academic programs, which I will go over in just a minute. But overall, we offer a STEM-based education and a regimented campus life. And both of those I will explain a little bit more. We also have 15 Division III varsity athletic teams. So academically, we offer 7 undergraduate programs. They're all Bachelor of Science degrees. 2 of the programs, Marine Engineering and Marine Transportation, are for students to earn a U.S. Coast Guard license in addition to their bachelor's. And that license allows students to work out on large ships, like the one in my virtual background. And our other 5 programs are more focused on land-based careers. So some students work in industries that serve the maritime industry, but from land, so things like port logistics or marina management or marine science. And we also have students working in a variety of other fields. So our students are pursuing careers both on land and at sea. You don't have to work on a ship or even in the maritime industry when you come to Mass Maritime. That's just sort of our historic roots and overarching focus, but we've definitely grown from that. What does tie all of our academic programs together is a focus in STEM. So science and math is a really big part of the curriculum in all of these majors, as well as a learn, do, learn philosophy and hands-on experiential learning. So that means that our focus is, having you spend time in the classroom, learning the theory, learning those basics, then going out and applying those skills in a hands-on setting through internships and co-ops or experiential learning trips or programs on campus. And then coming back to the classroom to evaluate that hands-on experience and learn from there. So that is sort of those are the things that tie all of these programs together. So the other biggest thing about us is that we are a regimented school, which means that the structure and lifestyle on campus is similar to the military. Our students wear uniforms, their day-to-day life is relatively structured, but they don't have a service obligation. So we are still a state university, so you're not joining the military by coming to Mass Maritime, and you have no obligation to do so. We do have commissioning options available for students that would like to pursue a military career, but it's not at all an obligation. So the regiment is really in place to develop leadership and management skills. So you follow these rules in your first year, but then the remaining 3 years are largely about having students in leadership positions where they're overseeing and mentoring the younger students. It's designed to enhance the academic program, so it's making your student life a part of your academic experience as well. So you're building skills that will serve you well in any career that you end up going into. Outside of the regiment, though, we do still have traditional aspects of campus life. Like I said, we do have Division III varsity athletics. These are all of the teams that we have. We do have a variety of club and intramural sports as well. Specifically, we have club ice hockey and club rugby, both of which compete intercollegiately. So those are more competitive club sports. And then we have some less competitive ones as well. We also have a great student government association, which oversees about 30 clubs and organizations on campus as well. So you can still be involved in student government and everything from a Coast Guard Auxiliary Club to an engineering club to a beekeeping club. And getting involved in those clubs and organizations isn't reliant on your regimental status. So you don't have to wait until you get to a certain place in the regimental experience to get involved in those things. You can get involved in student government from day one. You can even start your own club on campus from day one. We also have a variety of events that take place throughout the year, pop-up events. Emory Rice Day is like a field day that happens on campus. We have a student lounge and game room in the residence halls. So you do still get a lot of those experiences that you think of that are part of a traditional college campus experience. They're just fused with that regimental day-to-day life. So from an admissions perspective, what type of student are we looking for? Our average GPA is about a 3.1 to 3.2, like a solid B. Our average SAT is about a 1050 to 1100, which is about a 2223 on the ACT. We will be test optional this year, so you're not at all required to submit test scores. The test scores will not be a part of merit scholarship review, so you're really at no disadvantage in not submitting test scores. We just include the averages here to give you an idea of what our historic averages have been. But we have always placed a stronger emphasis on GPA, academic rigor. So what is going into your GPA, your trajectory throughout high school, what types of classes you took, how you did in math and science classes. Like I said, math and science is a big part of our curriculum. So we're definitely looking at how you did in those courses, or if you took any elective courses in engineering, or you're part of a project Lead the Way, or other types of science electives, things like that. We are on the Common Application, so you can definitely apply there, as well as we have a separate online application available through our website. And just a point of note, our energy systems engineering and emergency management programs are the most competitive of the 7 majors. There aren't any separate averages or requirements for those. It's just to let you know that the space fills up in them a little bit sooner. So we recommend applying on the earlier side if you're interested in one of those programs. And if you're interested in learning a little bit more about us, we do have a variety of virtual programming happening this fall. Everything from general information sessions to an open house series, cadet chats where you can sign up to talk to one of our current students and hear about their experience, personal interviews, and we've been a part of a variety of collaborative panels. So especially through this Virginia program. So check out the recordings of those. And that's just a link to our website where you can find all of that information. And then that's my contact information. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out anytime.
All right, so then we'll hear from the University of Florida.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Get this going. So my name is Jessica Roth. I'm Assistant Director for Scholarships and Regional Recruitment. My team looks for those out-of-stater Gators across the country. And so right now, kind of coming to you to look at that Virginia perspective. So University of Florida is the home of the Gator Nation, kind of the orange and blue you see going on everywhere. We are Florida's oldest and most prestigious university. And this year we rose in the rankings. US News and World Report ranked us a top 6 public university in the nation. So we're very proud about that. But what that really means is that the experience that you receive on our campus is becoming unparalleled. For a large public institution, you get a world-class education at an affordable price, even for my out-of-stater Gators. So we are a big school. We have around 55,000 students that call UF home. Average age of Gainesville is 26 because of all of those students there. Kind of scaling that down though, 38,000 of which are our undergraduates, and the remaining 17,000 being our graduate or professional students. That is because we offer on our campus in Gainesville over 120 undergraduate majors, more than 200 graduate majors, 5 professional schools, so med school, law school, pharmacy, veterinary, dentistry. You want your MBA, your PhD, PT, OT, all of that is available at UF. But what that also means is that there's a lot of opportunity for you to explore. As freshmen coming in, we are not going to hold you to the intended major that you put on your application. You are not being admitted into that major for a direct admission. What we're looking at is the opportunity to come and explore your interests. Once you get on campus, you can hit the ground running and go through that major, or you can explore a little bit and find out. Now, we're going to keep you on track. And part of the reason I know that is because we have 2 statistics that I love. Our freshman retention rate is a 97%. You come, you find your home at UF, and then bookended with a 90% 6-year graduation rate. So that tells me that we support you inside and outside the classroom while you're here. So that's part of that experience. Give my out-of-stater Gators a little bit of reference. We are, again, located in Gainesville, Florida. We're in North Central Florida, about an hour and a half from any of the beaches. So close enough for you to get your toes in the sand by the afternoon, but not where you'll be distracted. You're still going to go to class. We are a quintessential college town, meaning Gainesville surrounds you, supports the college, and if you go outside of the city, then you have a little bit of those great outdoor activities, kayaking, hiking, tubing, swimming. So you've got a little bit of everything. On campus though, again, 55,000 students is a vibrant campus community, over 1,000 clubs and organizations for you to find your community. Now, the big piece, applying to the University of Florida. There are currently no updates to our process due to COVID, including going test optional. We can't make that choice on our own. The Board of Governors sets policy on requirements for all public universities in the state university system of Florida. So at this time, these are the materials we need. These are the deadlines by which we need them. If anything changes, we will update our website. We will push communications out to our students in the system, to our counselors, and on all of our social media channels. So we do not have early action or early decision. We have one set, these deadlines. The application itself is due by November 1st. That's not, like I said, it's not binding. That we will accept either the Common App or the Coalition application, so whichever platform you prefer. That is where we're going to get the story of you, the activities you're involved in, your honors and awards, your essay response, the supplemental questions that UF is going to ask. All is your chance to tell me what a rock star you are, right? Then you have until December 1st to submit and link your student self-reported academic record, the SSAR. That's a third-party system. It's not the application platform asking for your courses, but that's where we will take and your coursework that you've been completing through junior year, and we will recalculate, and reweight your core academic GPA on a 4.0 scale, giving additional weight for honors and then additional weight for AP or dual enrollment classes. Your senior year, what we're going to look at is your planned schedule. Are you ramping up to come to college? Are you attempting the rigorous curriculum available at your school? And then you have until December 15th to request a test score to be sent directly from the testing agency to our office for admissions consideration. That includes the December 5th SAT and the December 12th ACT. You just have to put our school code so that it comes to us. You don't want to wait and see your score first. Now we have a couple of pathways then that we can offer to students. It's not just, are you coming for summer or fall? We will review summer and fall together. So that is one thing. It's not easier to get in for summer. We are also residency blind, so it's not easier or harder for out-of-state students. We're looking for your diverse experiences. The honors program is that application is embedded in the general application. Our Innovation Academy is also a yes/no question embedded in there, but our PACE program is also an opportunity for you to become a Gator from day one, but also that is simply an offer that we could make to you on our decision day in February. So thank you so much for joining us. Connect with our office on any of these places, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Fantastic. So that is everybody from our session. So I will turn this over to the Q&A portion. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and just ask all of our presenters to turn their videos on. And as we answer some questions in the Q&A, I'll also pose a question to all of the presenters. What is just one unique thing or tradition or something about the college that you'd like to highlight in these last couple of minutes? And we'll just go in presentation order. So that will be, again, starting with Old Dominion.
Yeah, so we are Division I. We have 18 Division I sports team, and one of our traditions is the ice cream and cake. I know that we get a lot of questions about that, or people asking us, can you do the ice cream and cake? So at our big games, or just as we're preparing for homecoming, things like that, we do ice cream and cake, ice cream and cake and cake. And we're super excited about that, and it's just loved all over campus. So that's one of our fun traditions that we have at Old Dominion.
Awesome, go Monarchs. I'm an alum. But so at Germanna Community College, we're really excited. We are partnering with the Fredericksburg Nationals. That's the minor league baseball team. They just moved down here. Actually, it was supposed to be opening year for them. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we had to postpone it. But we have this great wall. It's going to be history of baseball in Fredericksburg at the stadium. So I'm excited for next summer when we can eventually go back to baseball games.
Hi guys, so we are home to the Kentucky Derby, and so the end of spring semester ends to align with the Kentucky Derby. So students participate in Oak Day, which is the Friday before the Kentucky Derby. There's a huge fireworks show every year, and then of course the Derby itself. Churchill Downs, where the Derby is hosted, is literally our next door neighbor, so it's a super fun time and a lot of fun cultural things going on in Louisville during that time.
Great. Hello, everyone. Something that I just want to highlight about Mass Maritime, as I mentioned, all of our students participate in that experiential learning piece. One of the biggest ways that we do that is our students in the licensed track programs actually go out on a 6-week sea term on our training ship every year. They sail in January and February, but they go down to the Caribbean. So, for example, last year they went to Panama, Costa Rica, Curacao, and Tampa. And so that's an opportunity for them to take, what they've learned in the classroom and apply it right on the ship, exactly what they'd be doing in the field. And our students in other programs do similar types of trips, going to Florida or internationally. Our business students have gone to Thailand, South Africa, and the Netherlands. Our marine science students have gone to the Caribbean, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Barbados, to do ecological fieldwork. So we try and make that hands-on learning exciting for everyone as part of the curriculum.
Okay, I was unmuted, now I'm muted again. Okay. So I would say with the University of Florida, there's the sense of all of those opportunities. But what we have in place for you is really a way to find your home. So whether it's one of the clubs or groups or organizations, we have a club to help you find a club, something to help connect things for you. The knitting club is very, beneficial for pre-med students who want to be surgeons, things like that. But really the other piece, so we are known for a lot of research. A little drink you might have known called Gatorade. That research has been going on our campus at that level, kind of increasing exponentially. But the research opportunities are not just for our faculty or our grad students. Undergrads can get started. And so we have our Center for Undergraduate Research that helps you identify the right projects, whether you want to work on the low-cost ventilators that we were developing, kind of timely right now, whether it's, curing diabetes and that project that's going on. And really managing the involvement through the whole time. So it's not just a one and here you go, this is what you do. We really support our students through that process. So I like that piece simply because we're also number 3 in technology transfer. So the research that's going on is getting into the real world at an elite rate, and you are able to kind of join that from day one.
Great. So I'll give the reps an opportunity to respond to the questions that have come through in the Q&A, and then we'll likely wrap up a few minutes early in the absence of one of our schools.
Okay, I know the question came in about taking the SAT, and students have still have an opportunity to take it if they haven't signed up yet. I know probably everyone has slightly different answers on this, but if you're only a junior, which I believe the person that asked this question was, you still have a whole other year to take it. And your ability to take it if you haven't signed up yet is right now really dependent on where you're located and what testing locations are available. I know for many students in Massachusetts, there really hasn't been a lot of availability. But keep in mind, if you're only a junior, you still have all of the spring and even into fall next year. So it's not, you don't have to totally freak out yet, and know that there are lots of test optional options out there. So even if the testing just doesn't work out or it keeps getting delayed or you can't make that happen, it's not going to prevent you from going to college. There will still be lots of options out there to apply without test scores if that doesn't come together for you. You can even base a whole search just on that if that's important to you. I don't know if anyone wants to add anything there.
I'll jump in just because we're not test optional. So we've been dealing with this conversation a lot. Definitely for a junior student, yes, in precedented times, we would recommend go try one of the SAT or try SAT and ACT and figure out which one you do better with. Right now, that's going to be more difficult for you. So you really have to gauge like what you're comfortable doing, what's available, and really that preparation, as my colleagues are saying, it's not time sensitive right now. By your senior year, then we'll have a better idea also of what next year is going to look like. It'll be completely different. Our jobs will completely change. It'll be great. We pivot. That's what we do now. But no, it's not as big of a deal at this point. But if you are able to, then we always say yes, try it out, because that will open more doors. But with the number of test optional institutions, yes, it's not going to stop you from going to college at this point. Not a chance. Well, and good job being on top of it. I love talking to younger students too. So thanks for joining us.
All right, so with that, I am going to go ahead and wrap up the session just a couple minutes early. So I want to thank all of the presenters who did a fantastic job in answering all of those questions, and to our participants who asked wonderful questions as well. Thank you all so much for joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. And again, this is just one of many sessions happening. We have another session starting in about 20 minutes as well. So be sure to sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this recording as well as recordings of all the other sessions happening at strivescan.com/Virginia. So I'll see a few of you in a couple of minutes. And for everybody else, thanks again for joining us and have a great day.